as the weather warms up. Sometimes we want something quick, simple, and refreshing. So in this video, I want to show you guys one of my favorite things to do with scallops, a really high heat, quick sear, and a fresh cucumber tomato salad. It's refreshing, delicious. Let me show you how to do it. This is a quick, simple, delicious dish. All the fun phrases that I like to use. We do need to get started on our vegetables. So I'm gonna take these beautiful on the vine tomatoes. You can use any tomato that you like. We're just gonna cut these into bite size. We'll quarter these. We have some other tomatoes to get to as well. Let's throw all of these into a bowl and get to our heirloom cherry or heirloom grape tomatoes. Let's just slice these in half. Now the acidity and the sweetness of tomatoes is fantastic, but a difference in color and shape just makes it more visually appealing.
Strictly for an aesthetic purpose because it's tomatoes.
Yes, the tomatoes will taste very, very similar. The grape tomatoes might be a little bit more on the tart side, but what I'm looking for is the color and the texture difference from the shapes of these different.
So you might say tomato.
You would. I'm also going to cut some cucumber into nice bite-sized pieces. I like to leave the skin on. You can peel it if you like. Again, I like that color contrast. I like that dark on the light. So let's put all of that into a bowl. We're going to keep moving on to our red onion. Now you've heard me say in the past, I love cooking sweet onions, but keeping my red onions for raw applications like this. So we're gonna throw all of that into a bowl as well. Now our vinaigrette is kind of simple. It's not really a vinaigrette, it's more of a briny net. That's not a word.
Nope.
Not a word at all. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some capers and that beautiful brine, that liquid that capers are packed in, I'm gonna put that into my mix as well with some of the capers. And I'm gonna do the same thing with some Kalamata olives. These are the pitted and halved Kalamata olives. They have a really bright punch of salt and brine. We're also gonna add a bit of our essential blend and some oil. Now let's mix all of this up together. Now let's talk about where our flavor really comes into play. Lemon juice and oregano. Now the lemon and the oregano are gonna play off of each other really, really beautifully. So what we're gonna do is squeeze some of that lemon juice, actually a decent amount of the lemon juice, and do a quick rough chop on some fresh oregano. Now this is pretty much the entire salad. You can make this the night before and that would be okay. We wanna give this at least 30 to 45 minutes before we start cooking our scallops. Let's talk about scallops, one of my favorite delicious treats from the sea. I'm sure CJ would agree.
Oh, yeah, I would agree.
That rhymed. All right, so scallops are very, very simple. The little bit of cleaning, some notes. If you want to clean them all the way down and you don't like the rubbery little bit, this right here on the edge, can you see this, Ethan or CJ, who's on close right there? See that? That is the abductor muscle, and that's the little muscle that holds this little beauty inside the shell. It does get a little rubbery and chewy, which I like, but if you want to get rid of it, that is a more delicate morsel.
It just pops off.
Of deliciousness. Oh yeah, it's very, very simple. Let me find another one. So you see right here, it's just connected on the side. If you get scallops, you'll see right here on the side, just give it a little bit of pressure. Whoop. Oh, I pulled a little too much off. See what happened, CJ?
Story of
Start
my
talking
life,
to it,
dude.
but there's a plenty more to do. So just give her that little abductor muscle. It gives you a much cleaner appearance too, a much cleaner.
I've spent many hours removing abductor muscles.
Okay.
From scallops.
These are actually really fantastic, beautiful little creatures, and they happen to be delicious as well. I think you're missing out. Would you even try this? If
I have tried them.
If I make you a plate?
No.
How about the olives?
That's where you lost me on the salad.
All right. All right, so let's clean all these little guys up. Now here's the next important part. We're gonna take some paper towels because, and CJ, actually you have learned this on the show and I appreciate everything you've learned from me. Do I have to say that? Can I say it out loud?
Just by, you did.
Yeah,
you did.
Well, I won't repeat it. So we're gonna take a little bit of paper towel and we're gonna dry off all of these little beauties. Moisture is the enemy of your sear. So if you have a lot of moisture on the outside of anything that you're cooking, steaks, beef, chicken, if it's wet on the outside, you're not gonna get the sear right away because that moisture has to go somewhere, it has to boil or steam off. So essentially what I would be doing if I didn't dry these little beauties off, I'd be steaming that first part and then I would get to the sear. And I don't want that. I want these to cook really, really quick. All right, that looks good. I feel good about this.
I feel really good about it.
I'm glad to hear that, buddy. All right, so let's go ahead and add a bit of oil to our griddle. Now we have this cranked up to high. This is another key takeaway. You want this thing set to stun, so we want to see smoke. And if it's not smoking, we're gonna wait a minute. But I don't know if you can see that on camera, but we have some smoke.
We're at smoke point.
We're looking good. All right, let's take some more of our essential blend, and we're gonna go over the tops of each of these. Make sure we have this little guy. He got a little sad. A little sad, that's all right. We're gonna go ahead and season one side and then the other. The essential blend is really, really nice. If you don't have it, you can do salt, pepper, garlic powder. That's fine too.
It's just convenient.
It's one-stop shop. It's nice.
Yeah.
I like this one a lot. Let's do both sides. Ooh. Now these don't take long at all, so if you have to make a phone call, check your Twitters or your Instagrams, put it all on hold and wait. We need to pay attention. We need to take our time. So let's grab a pair of tongs here. We're gonna go one at a time. And make sure you put them on the flat side. Ooh, there we go. You know what? I want it to be a little hotter. I'm gonna wait a second. I wanna wait. Sometimes you gotta be patient. You don't wanna let these guys go too far. Kind of like shrimp. If you cook them too long, they start to get rubbery and no fun, no fun. So I'm gonna let this come up to get hotter. I will see you in 2 minutes. It's been 2 minutes. We are where I wanna be. What we're looking for is that sound. That is the magic.
There it is.
So we're gonna go one of the flat sides down and we'll flip them in about 60 seconds or so. Scallops really are fantastic. I love cooking scallops or any small little shellfish. I know, CJ, you don't like them, but they have a sweetness and I wish you would give them a chance. Give them a chance.
Well, you know why I won't?
Why?
Because I smell it right now.
But it smells fantastic. Ethan?
I like it.
Oh,
just because Ethan likes it doesn't make it not gross.
All right, what we want is those beautiful bubbles. We want that sizzle. What we're looking for is an even crisp and even caramelization on the bottom. So 60 to 90 seconds, depending on the size of your scallop. Then we're gonna flip. What we want is a really gorgeous sear on both sides. Really doesn't take long at all, and it's a really elegant way to have a bright, refreshing dinner. These are almost done. They're looking absolutely stunning. Stunning. Let's go ahead and set up our plate. Now I've got a white little, this is like a plate bowl type thing. I'm gonna put all of my beautiful vegetables into my bowl. The reason I'm using a bowl is because, I don't know if Ethan, can you tell CJ down in there, there's way more liquid than when we first started. A lot of that is from the tomatoes. So I want to make sure some of that gets down at the bowl, at the bottom of the bowl, which is why I'm using a bowl, because I want to lose it. If it was a plate, it would just slosh around, you know?
That makes sense.
It does make sense. That's why I said it.
What doesn't make sense is adding olives to that salad.
No, you want that briny punch of salt. I mean, you could get it other places, but olives and capers have a much different kind of saltiness. Now, that's probably, I'd say that's a decent enough portion. I like where we are. Maybe we'll find one of those orange tomatoes. Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. All right, let's check out these scallops. I'm gonna grab a spatula, and let's go ahead and grab, oh, you know what'd be fun? This is enough for one serving. No, almost got it, almost got it. Let's go ahead and pop these little beauties right on top. Let's give it a little height. Let's keep it stacked in the middle. Should I get this little one that escaped?
Yep.
Come back. I'm gonna grab two more, actually. Let's look at this. All right, let's put this one right here in the middle and give ourselves, whew, a little warm. Almost like they just came off the Blackstone. Boom, just like that. Hey, come on, come back. Come back to me. Baby, come back. Now we need one more. Oh, this smells amazing. I don't care what you say, CJ. Now, if you want to, you can take a little bit more of that beautiful little brinette, what do we call it, a vinaigrette, and go right over the top, just to get a little drizzle. And if you want, you can serve the other half lemon in there as well. That's gorgeous. So as the weather warms up and you want to do something delicious and fun, having a plate like this with just all these bright, beautiful flavors, fresh scallops. Oh, look at us, CJ. Gotta clean our plate. Just take a second.
I
Go the
found
extra
myself
mile.
doing that at home one time.
Yeah?
Not even in front of the camera.
You did the...
And I was embarrassed.
Why?
Because
But did the plate look better?
it looked really great.
It looks like that. It looks the way it should. You took all this time making it delicious, you might as well
Make it look
make it
beautiful.
look good. Let me grab all these other scallops before I lose them. You know. Ooh, come back. I'm gonna go ahead and put them on my plate with my seasoning. A little extra seasoning never hurt nobody. This, my friends, we gotta take a bite. Unbelievable. My friends, that's just, it's stunning. Sometimes you take a look at it you say, I did that. I made that. Or you're CJ and you say, I don't want that. Huh? Huh? But I do. It's all about the sear. Little crisps. Go quick too. If you go too long, it gets rubbery and you lose that delicate, beautiful morsel. And get into some of these vegetables. So remember I mentioned the brine, that little bit of salt from our Kalamata olives. So we're getting seasoning from the ingredient. Even though we didn't add a ton of oregano, the flavor really penetrates that unbelievable vinaigrette. This is so good. Are you really not going to try, anybody?
Really, I'm not.
I'll try it.
Nobody asked you, Ethan.
Because Ethan's the man.
Dang. Know it.
If you guys want to just use this, it's kind of a technique guide. Scallops aren't hard. The trick is make sure the surface is nice and dry. Make sure your heat is set to stun. Go quick, 60 to 90 seconds per side, no more, depending on the size. Also, if you're gonna do scallops this way, do the sea scallops. Those little tiny bay scallops, while they're sweeter and delicious, don't really work for this application. So use the bigger, the better on this one. Thank you guys for hanging out. This was a fun one. I think I'm gonna kill this entire plate. Ethan, I've got extra. I'll make you another plate. Be sure to watch Betty's show, Todd's show, CJ's show, Destination Delicious, Bruce Mitchell, all the fun ones. But this is Cook, Eat, Repeat, where we help you become a better cook, one recipe at a time. I'm your host, Chef Nathan Lippy, and I will see you guys in the next video.